Hey everyone, Mherex here, bringing you another video. This one is going to be on Sonya Devillle, Hair Up and Square Up. So Sonya is the chase this month, and she's an aggressive striker. I know a lot of people are excited for another lady striker, so let's dig in here and see how she looks. She has the raw link, any color moves start with 1 more MP. Modern era gems do 5% more damage, and then the stock Hair Up and Square Up gear. She's a trainer. Purple subs last 2 more turns, and purple subs start with 2 more MP. There's who is it just came out? Becky Lynch just came out with a 4 purple MP move that loads her sub, so you could like use this and Sammy and load it. So that's kind of interesting. I didn't love that build set, but I feel like these are going to have some good use, especially in combination with the other 2 MP ones potentially at times. So solid trainer. The 2 MP 100% sub damage is, I think, in pretty much every case always more damage though, but they are useful, mainly for tours. Okay, what else? Strap. It's a 30% gem damage. Fury 2's not max on this. It's a 12, and then we do have a 200% black move damage Fury equipped. So I think also, like, I think Sonya is going to be pretty good, depending on what you have. Hopefully I can show that. The more stuff you have, as usual, the better she gets. But I think in a lot of cases she's borderline without that stuff. I did find one thing playing her off stream that I do really like though, so I'll cover that at the end. That's probably my favorite build. I think a lot of people are going to like the power gems the most, but let's get started. Bottom rope choke, 7 MP sub. Color submission, choose 8 gems to make into red gems and do 238k damage for 3 turns. It's a mediocre sub, to be honest. It's a choose, so it recycles, but doesn't leave anything behind, doesn't do anything special, doesn't hit super hard. It's just normal. Roundhouse kick, 7 MP, purple. Red, deal 276k damage, choose 7 gems to make into multi-gems of strength 10. DDT, another 7 MP red, deal 232 damage and choose 7 gems to make into black gems. Entourage for this one. I'm using Priest to give us 1 more on the multiply. He's a little more rare. It's I just kind of wanted to speed this up. You can use any of your, like, Nikki for the sub, 2 MP black, anyone that's 2 MP black though. Zombie Edge for black gem damage, and then I threw Zombie Taker on for 1 more multiply, just trying to speed it up a little bit on the damage. Again, I don't think it's a really big deal. You could use Rocky Johnson in place of this, and I don't think it would change the outcome really. Yeah, alright, let's do this. So she has 99 MP again this month and next, so this build set is set up to be played like you would after the 99 MP is gone, so the 2 reds wouldn't be loaded. So you need to make 2 red 3 matches. That'll load them. Then, you know, you can just pop a bunch of red gems wherever you feel like it. La la la. We're going to do 600k worth of damage here after doing some gem damage. Choose sub. And then we're going to break some big multiplies. Obviously, with something like this, you could also use the, like, Rhonda's jacket and stuff, because the black gems are pretty beefy. And you could also use the tiara and buff this. Queen's tiara. Oops. You can see that was a 5 million hit just on a simple choose after the sub. Not terrible, really. And this is 6-star bronze. You can basically double the gem damage stuff. So that would have been like a 10 million choose. Pretty solid, to be honest. And this recycles. I don't love subs, but I think if you don't have, like, because we have nothing crazy equipped really right here. So I think, you know, if you don't have a high gem damage strap and you don't have, like, a lot of crazy plates and stuff, I think this build set could potentially be for you. It's pretty straightforward, it does pretty good damage, and yeah, maybe you got, like, a Rhonda's jacket out of one of the feud bags or something, so... But yeah, it hits pretty solid, actually, for just a simple choose, right? 5.6 million reduced. Right, next moveset, finisher. This is a what do we call these moves? It's not a combo. It's a hardcore. There we go. Hardcore move. So this is gonna be against tricksters, which in the lady game there's a ton of tricksters. I'm not gonna go against a trickster, but it certainly will do more damage. And if you're going against a trickster, you're gonna get a better outcome than you're gonna see here. Okay, 2 new moves. The Elevator, finisher, black, 10 MP, 1.15 million, and make 40 crossbreak gems into red. Pin the opponent. If the opponent's class is a trickster, first deal 268k damage plus 84k damage per crossbreak gem. And then the Spear, 7 MP red, do 213k damage and make 35 random gems into crossbreak gems. So Entourage for this one, we're going to use Kairi's new Entourage ability in this one. She's clearly designed for Sonya. Crossbreak gems do 50% more damage. Red moves start with 2 more MP, and then you make 2 additional crossbreak gems. So we're making 37. Santa Hogan is so 2-3... Santa. NWO Hogan is so 2-3 matches, loads the finisher in feud. And then Andre here to buff the crossbreaks 100% more. Both for the hardcore move, and then also every gem, all 37 of them, get 100% boost. So that's basically the equivalent of 100% red gem damage, which is definitely better than the flat 12k here. You could use Stacy if you don't have Andre, though. You could also use Showboat Orton, the new one, for flat cross breaks too, if you don't have them. I think that covers it. So yeah, 212k bonus damage against the Trickster. Let me do that math real quick while we load in. 212 times 37. Boom. 212,000 times 37. That's a 7.8 million damage against a Trickster with the 200k. So that's 8 million extra damage if you're going against a Trickster. So whatever you see on the finisher, you're going to add like 8 million to the total damage output when you go against Tricksters. And there's tons of good Tricksters, so you're very likely to see them in feud. So 2-3 matches, loads the finisher. Throw your cross breaks out. And then with the black move damage medal, the finisher's 3.3 million move damage. And I think this generates about 4 mil in gem damage, if I remember right. Maybe 5. I was only 2.5. I was way off. Wonder why I was thinking it was higher. Anyway, it did 6 million, and then with the 8 million against Tricksters, you'd be at 14 million. At total. So I mean, you're gonna smoke people, right? Definitely gonna smoke people. So I'm gonna throw Sheamus Crown on right now because I think it's really would benefit this, and Sheamus Crown isn't exactly the most rare plate. So if you wanted to run this with the Sheamus Crown against Tricksters in particular, I think you'd have a lot of really good matches. And there are enough Tricksters that I think it'd be worth setting her up specifically to go against Tricksters in feud. So I think it's probably worth showing. Of course, if you have the Roman plate, I don't. Super rare. That would add another 100% gem damage, so... Oh! Good thing it's loaded. I was thinking we were matching reds there. I suck at this. But anyway, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Doesn't matter. Oh, I was going to tell you what Seamus Crown actually did. That's what I was going to do. When you make 4 or more crossbreak gems, increase your red gem damage by 150% and your green move damage by 50% for 2 turns. So we're getting a big boost on the reds now. They're up to 69k after that. Again, though, this moveset, you're going to have to target tricksters. That brought the gem damage up to 3.5 million. 6.5 million total, and then add on another 8 million against tricksters for the crossbreaks. So yeah, that covers that. Roman plate would add another 100% on top of that. So let's do the power gem build. I think a lot of people will like this. A lot of people love power gem builds. For me, when everything goes right, it's quite good. But just a little bit short of where I would want her to use her at 6-star silver. So against 6-star bronze, this is ridiculously strong. Against 6-star silver, not quite as much. So diving knee strike, 6 MP black, deal 172k damage, choose a 3x7 area to swap into blue gems. Pump kick, 175k damage, choose a 5x1 area to swap into black gems. And spine buster, 6 MP blue, 190k damage, choose a 5x1 area to make into snowfall gems. Modify all gems beneath it into power gems of strength 84k when broken by you. So once the 99 MP goes away, for feud, you would need Lawler and Santa to get this loaded turn 1 in feud. So that means you can only use 2 power gem trainers in feud. So you're getting, what's his face here? TLO Taker adding 75% more, Bliss adding 25% more. So we're doubling this from 84k to 170k per power gem. And you're getting, what, 30 of them out. So it does like 5 million, 5.5 million per swipe. And if you don't cascade, you can do 3 swipes. So I think, armor for sure with this build, and you'd need all 3 swipes at 6-star silver, right? You'll see what I mean here. And there is a definite cascade chance because you're placing a 5x1 horizontally, which is, I feel like, more likely to cascade than vertically. So there's one, there's a cascade, and so now we only get two ticks. This, if you choose this 3x7, you also lose a full row of power gems, which is a lot of power gems. So in this case, I'm just going to take this 3 swipe and do another 5 million damage. So when it doesn't go right, that's like 10 million damage turn 1 with a 5 million damage pin. That's still good enough to pretty much take out every bronze. Silver, you can't get that 3 cascade, and then you're going to do 15 million total. I'll run it one more time. And that's kind of borderline, right? Because the pin is going to be a small 5 million pin, and there's plenty of silvers that have like 20 to 28 million health. You'd never want to use her against a showboat, ever. I would mostly just target other strikers, acros, people that have hollow stars, move damage people like Nikita, stuff like that. So like this with the purple right here, very likely to cascade. Wildcards love dropping where there's 2. So see, we cascaded again. So again, this is only going to be a 10 million total. If you don't cascade, though, you get 3 swipes. I don't think there's really much else to play here. It's very straightforward. Of course, with the 99 MP, then you're just going to throw all of the power gem trainers on. And I think she gets to, like, if you put the 50%ers, like Nakamura and then Riddle, I think it's closer to like 7 or 8 million on her power gems for 2 months. So there's that. Now we're going to get into kind of this is my favorite for sure. This is an easier setup for it though. and I'm just showing a different way you could potentially run this. Seamus Crown will benefit for sure this, and I'm not going to change it off right now, so, you know, I guess you'll have to kind of figure that. But there's two different kind of ways you can do this. So we're going to do it like assuming you don't have maybe a middle line bonus, let's say. There is a way you can definitely do this with a middle line bonus that hits really hard. And we're also going to talk about how big a difference her moment is going to make for this moveset, because we can simulate that with the 99 MP. So I plan on doing that. There you are, Bulldog. And I think we've seen all the moves now, right? Yeah, we've seen the multiply, the spear, the DDT. You've seen all these moves. So this is triple red. This is my favorite. So on this one, we're indexing the red gems instead of black gems. Also, Seamus Crown is going to add 150% to those red gems. And like I said, I'm not going to take it off. They'll be a little bit weaker. This would be loaded, though, in feud turn 1 with no line bonus. We're having Bulldog for 45% reds, Stacy for 12k, and then this is for 1 extra multiply gem, so we can choose 8. Seamus Crown's adding 150% to those reds. So a lot of the damage on this one is going to depend, with this build, on if there's a decent amount of red gems on the board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's probably averages, maybe one short. So you're just going to put your multiply gems on reds and black. You can see right now reds are 461k, black gems are 386k. Now we're going to throw the cross breaks out, and the reds are going to go up to 670k each. Now we're gonna blow the board up, and we're gonna get rid of all the loot box gems, and then yellows and I think purples are her secondary colors, so just kind of get rid of those. Blow up the board, recycle easy. That's 6.2 million gem damage with a 30% strap. It's kind of borderline, right? Kind of borderline. We also didn't have a ton of red gems. Second time through should be significantly better. From 670 all the way up to 880. So it's kind of a 2-cycle win, to be honest, this way. There we hit for 8 million. 2-cycle win with or without the Seamus Crown, with this setup, by the way. Now, if you have the middle line, Mosh is significantly better than Sherry. I tested this a bunch. Middle line and 17k Santa, you can run this. This hits, definitely hits harder, for sure. And I'm going to go ahead and take the Seamus Crown off now. Actually, maybe I'll leave it on. No, I'm going to take it off. Take it off. And we're going to run this without a plate, and then we'll run it with a Queen's Tiara. And then we'll run it simulating if you have the moment, because the moment adds 4 multipliers. But so this would middle line ready only, and I think with a middle line, she's actually going to be pretty good. And probably changes my overall thoughts on her, setting her up for a middle line. Especially with the moment. And she will need 17k Santa for this build with the middle line. So if you don't know, Mosh, when he's maxed out, creates 5 more multiply gems and add 1 to their strength. So now we're getting to choose 12, which is a big deal. These you're going to want to put on black gems. And multiplies. And red gems. Keep at least one red gem if you're worried about recycling. And then it's really easy. Just throw your cross breaks out. And then you can just fill in the board. If you make a mistake, it's no big deal. You're blowing it up, right? You want to make sure all your multiply gems are black. You can save one red if you're worried about recycling. I'm not. And then you can just pretty much swipe into any cross break. That was 9 million reduced to 7. So with a 30% strap. So that was over 9 million. Not quite where we want to be. So let's put a tiara on and then let's simulate the moment. Getting really close though. That's 18 million middle line bonus. Plus you're going to have extra gem damage. You're probably over 20 million in feud with that with a 30% strap. Let's throw a tiara on. Whenever you make 6 or more multiply gems, increase your black gem damage 50% 2 turns. And obviously this is going to scale much better with, like, if you have a 100% strap. I don't. My best strap is a 50% move or a 20% legendary, so hopefully I can pick up a good one for her this month. And black gems. Get rid of these loot boxes, and then it doesn't really matter. Cross breaks out so we don't have to worry about anything. These are now, by the way, they're doing 690. Fill in the blanks. Get all your multis. And boom, we're done. Yeah, you're done. 9.9 reduced to 8.9. Not a ton more, a little bit more. No cascade. And now finally, let's simulate that moment. So the moment's on the prize wall. If you have the discount, it's 12,500 monthly prize wall currency, which is not bad on the discount. Without it, that's 25k. That's a tougher amount to get, but it is obtainable. And I do think if you're going to use Sonya, you really kind of need that moment for her, for feud, because that's going to make the difference. So basically, you'd still use Butch, and then we're going to use Sherry to simulate the moment. So this would still be feud ready after the 99 MP is gone, with a middle line. And this is more simulating the moment damage. With a 30% strap. Bink. Times 15 multiplies. Not a small thing. Obviously, you can still use the Roman plate on this. If you have it, it's even better. We're all the way up to almost 1 million per now. So we should pick up a good 2-3 million on what we had before. And it doesn't really matter. Just throw this here. There you go. 14 million reduced to 12. So that's like 28 million at 6-star silver with the moment. Huge difference. And that's with a 30% strap. So basically, in short, I think with a moment, because that's safe, like there's no cascade risk. So I'm going to make a qualifier, a couple qualifiers here. With a moment, with the middle line, I think, yeah, that's probably the best Lady Striker for safety and speed, because there's 0 cascade risk. I know Roxanne can hit really hard with the Graveheart. I personally would never run that. I'll cascade like crazy. Not my flavor. Nikki can hit pretty hard off of the sub build. Her other build is pretty good, choosy, if you have crazy good stuff. So to conclude, I think if you're going to go all in on Sonya, you kind of need to go all in on the moment too. Because that that 4 multiply gem makes a huge difference for all of the movesets. Well, that use the multiply, obviously, but also this one. And I know there's a lot of people that love power gems. So if you're a power gem connoisseur, she certainly will be for you. And then talking about potential lady boss battles, she's got power gems, she's got multiplies, she's got cross breaks. Very, very diverse along those lines, right? So how do I think she compares? So I don't have the moment for Sherry. Without the moment, Sherry doesn't hit hard. To me. So, and Sherry's moment is much, much harder get than Sonya's. Sonya's moment is very, very obtainable if you decide you want to go all in on her this month. You might have to do without some other things, but that probably worth it if you're gonna go all in on her. Roxanne, I don't care for her gameplay, not my style. Nikki would need a crazy amount of stuff, and I don't. Her top end's a little bit lower with the crazy stuff, or the sub build, which I don't like. So she also has the Trickster built-in thing, which is really good against Tricksters. Steph has that too. So to me, I think the best 2 strikers are these 2. But both need the moment. Without the moment, I'm not big on Sherry at all. With the moment, which is crazy hard to get, I don't have, was really expensive, then I think it's a lot more interesting. But this is really easy gameplay with this. And these trainers actually, other than Sherry, are not too bad. And if you have the moment, well, actually, we're not using Sherry. That's just the moment. So, yeah, these trainers are really easy to get. 17k Santa is the hardest. And middle line bonus is arguably difficult, too. So it's worth knowing that as well. Anyway, overall, I think she's potentially best striker in the game, depending on what you have. I think, for me, she would be my best striker with the way I like playing. Assuming I get the moment. And I'll tell you right now, I'm going to go all in on the moment because I like this build set. I have the stuff easily to run it. I get middle line in feud most of the time, so I think that'll be worth using my middle line person on that. And again, that final setup when it's done is going to be Butch here, right? When the 99 MP is gone. Obviously, you can run crazy stuff all month without the 99 MP. You don't need Santa, etc. She'll slap, right? Just put your multiply person, your black gem person, you know, Mherex, Gunther, whatever there, and in place of Butch, Matt or Sherry, right? So, yeah, she'll hit really hard. So that's my thoughts on Sonya. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this preview. I actually think she's a really good chase. I hope I can get a better strap than the 50% move damage I have this month. If not, it is what it is. But I'm kind of, yeah, I'm going to go all in on her, and I think she'll be my striker because I'm feeling it. Reminds me a lot of Powerhouse Brawn. A little bit different with the multis over the buff, but kind of reminds me a lot of Powerhouse Brawn at striker. So let me know what you think in the comments. Remember to like, subscribe, and share because that really helps me out. Other than that, guys, thanks for watching. Good luck out there. Yeah, I like her. I like that last moveset a lot with Mosh. Let me know what you think, guys.